and the first bomb went off. Got knocked off our feet.
There's more to Sam. From a floodwater rooftop rescue to an atomic dawn in the desert. Born on the 15th of January 1933 in South Grafton. Early life was hands-on, growing up on a dairy farm, delivering milk by horse and cart, and fixing machinery before most kids his age knew how to start it. Floods came hard in those days. In one deluge, the water rose so fast, the family became stranded on their roof.
He did I can imagine, a pretty miraculous rescue actually, that they got caught inside the house. They went up into the roof of the house, and Dad swam from there into the township, which was probably 3-4 kilometres.
And I got through to Glenray to get help. That's where I met my wife first. I think she was about 16 years of age when I first met her.
In 1956, he married Betty, and together they raised 4 children.
Wouldn't have been good. We were lucky to get a double room. You can go into a home where they have interconnecting rooms, but that would have been still pretty hard for Mum and Dad. Their lives are pretty much seeing each other every day.
Sam's day consists of reading his newspaper. He has his newspaper delivered every single day. If the newspaper is late, he will let us know that it's late. And when we deliver his newspaper, he's very, very happy, and he loves to sit there and read his newspaper. And then Betty does the crosswords that are in his newspaper. So they share it about.
It wasn't long after they first got married that he was able to obtain a 1925 Bullnose Morris sedan, and it was his pride and joy. And I think a couple of other local fellas sort of helped him with getting it, and anyway they decided to form the Grafton Vintage Car Club. My memories of the Bullnose car was sitting as a young fella with the wheels with a wire brush, scraping the rust and the old paint off so they could be repainted. That's one of my biggest memories.
Oh, I think there's only about 6 members in the first place, but I think there's about 60 now.
He's on the life member there now, and he's sort of on the honour roll and always will be.
At 19, he joined the RAAF as a transport driver and mechanic.
They ordered on a secret mission, so they weren't allowed to tell anybody, and they weren't told where they were going or how long they were going to be away or any of that sort of stuff. Then they were told then that they were manning trucks, transport trucks, and following the surveyors out to the atomic bomb testing site. Although at that stage they weren't told it was an atomic bomb testing site, they were just going out to a place called Emu Plains, X200 site. But then they were then told to stand and witness the first atomic bomb test that was set off.
Well, we didn't know what was going on. It was probably about 3 miles from it. Got knocked off our feet.
English scientists and whatever were there, but they were all fully decked out in their, what they call their goon suits.
We stood with our back to it, and our eyes covered.
He will talk about it if it's brought up to him, but he will, if somebody goes into his room, he loves to show his medals and he loves to show the photos, so yeah.
I felt a flash from the top of my head to the soles of my feet, like a burning feeling. I felt heat. After a matter of seconds, the sergeant said, "Right, you can turn around and look." I turned around and saw an orange fireball rising. I could see dust and mulga trees moving, and then the blast hit us.
We were all sworn to secrecy.
I read it somewhere that, the British government were putting out the nuclear test medal. So I applied for it. It took about 12 months, and it just turned up. And I thought, and it happened to be at that time, probably a couple of weeks just before Anzac Day at that time. So we organised to have our local member here to come to Whiddon to present the medal to Dad. That was sort of pretty special.
A witness to history, a founding clubman, a husband, father, pop, and keeper of a bullnose still waiting for a Sunday run. Because there is more to Sam. If you see age, you miss the person. Look again.